Hello, Jess Too Good here, and today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Minions The Rise of Gru Brick-Built Minions in their Lair set. This has 876 pieces, 3 minifigures, but it only retails for $50 in the United States. Now, I got this a little bit early from Target thanks to JB Brick Fanatic, and I have to say that this is a 2-in-1 set, because this build right here actually switches into this build of Bob. But we'll take a look at that later in the video. First, let's start out with the Minions figures. So the first minifigure is Kevin, and this minion comes in about half the sets. This design with this new piece for the head, if you're not sure how it works, it's actually dual molded. So most of this is one piece with that goggles band all around, and it's just dual molded. But then you have these 1x1 circular tiles that act as eyes. This eye print also comes in the airplane set, so it's not exclusive. And with that removed, I actually kind of like the design underneath where you could also put out different pieces for their eyes if you'd like. Very interesting piece that I think is new at the top here, which has a flower connection. So if you do want to put a flower part right there, you could use that. And that does have a pole connection as well at the base. And also for the hands here, they're regular LEGO minifigure hands, but the arms are actually Technic pins. So they go inside the body, which the body itself is triple molded, where this whole bottom piece is one piece with this front jumpsuit, the printing there, and the blue molding, the yellow at the base, and the little feet at the bottom, which is a black. And if you're curious of all the pieces that make up Kevin, there's a total of 9 pieces. A few more things with Kevin. First off, this smile print is present in the cheapest set with him. I love that you could flip these 1x1 eye tiles throughout the sets to give different expressions than what was there before. And LEGO also includes this small little hat as an accessory to put at the top of his head, which floats a little bit because of that stud underneath, but that stud helps it connect to the top of the head. Because if you didn't have that stud there, it just won't fit on. While the Stuart character comes in 4 out of the 5 revealed sets, this version is exclusive for 2 things. First off, this torso right here with the sleeping outfit is exclusive to this set. And then this little smile right here for the face design is exclusive to this set. Though he does use the same eye design as Kevin, and he is made up just like the other minions. You can see just a look down the middle of this figure and how that works. Total of 8 pieces. And LEGO also includes a fireman's hat to put onto Stuart. As an accessory. Come on, stay on top of there. Which is just connected via a 1x1 stud, like Kevin's hat. Finally, there's a figure for Bob. Bob does have that Kill Bill outfit that's also present in the temple set, which has some nice arm printing that uses the same piece that the other minions use with the Technic pin and everything. And these minions can stand across 2 studs with their feet at the bottom. But yeah, nothing is exclusive with this figure, and it just kind of seems like a random outfit to throw in here, especially since it's not exclusive. And also, that face print is not exclusive, the eyes aren't exclusive. And they do include a little hat for him, which is a conical hat. This one you don't even need to put a stud underneath, and it'll just fit on the minion actually pretty well. I like how that fits on. While building the set, I encountered some interesting new pieces, or at least pieces I think are new, like 3x3 circular tiles. And there's a total of 3 in the set, unfortunately all with printing. And these corner macaroni plates, interesting as well as this bottle cap-like piece, which has 4 studs inside. You actually put the eyes in there, and the underside allows for any tile you put in there to be popped out with that middle section. So the build of the set always results in 2 minions. For now, we have Stuart and Kevin is the one that gets rebuilt into Bob. But we'll take a look at Stuart first. Starting with Stuart, you're going to see a lot of similarities for the exteriors of all of these minions. I mean, they all use a very similar base build. And at the front, there's this nice jumpsuit design being brick built with the pocket using some corner tile pieces and these 1x1 studs for the buttons. Also, the hands right here are on a miniature ball joint, so you get some nice rotation there. You can position these fingers as you'd want. There's a total of 3 fingers, and they're clipped on. And then the arm has some rotation as well, as it's connected via a Technic pin. at the top. I do like this build for the hair where they just use those little fang pieces. And there's that new piece, which uses a 2x2 circular tile there, which has an exclusive print for the eyes. And there's some rotation features, which we'll get to on the interior. The feet at the bottom support the weight pretty well, but let's open this guy up. And all you have to do is just push these parts. And on the interior, you can see this is Stuart's Lair. This is the part that you rotate to move that eye at the front. That's pretty fun. And actually with this printed mouth panel, they all use the same dimensions for the mouth. It's just that it's not really easy to remove them. So you can actually customize these if you want in a way. And at the back and the interior, there's all these different stickers, which there's a 2x3 sticker there, 2x3 sticker over here, 2x2 sticker, 1x6 up here, which has the Stuart little name tag, which they use those for the other minions as well with their respective names. This sticker is also used for the other minions, which has a little rotation design. And there's a pull-out bed if you push down right here, and Stuart can just kind of lay inside there. Can't actually close it with the bed pulled out, unfortunately, but they make it very easy to push it back in. And there's also these speakers as well. There's some weapons with this little arrow right here, where you could use it as a spear, and also this boomerang in tan. Nice 2x2 of this print for the bullseye to the left, and some older prints as well with the double cheese slopes at the bottom and these 1x2s at the bottom as well. But that is it for the buildable Stuart. Now let's move on to the next minions. And the build for Kevin is definitely taller than the build for Stuart. I mean, it's the tallest of the 3 minion builds. This design has a similar mechanism with the opening back, as well as the spinning eyes, which uses the same sticker there. That works pretty well at the front. This one's a lot more secure in its build using that new 3x3 tile piece. And the interior here does use a lot more stickers, where we have 8 computer screens all stickered on there. The top has a very similar design with the Kevin name tag. Also some extra detailings on the side there, which I like 2x2 stickered pieces. And on the interior here, of course, you could just put Kevin to stand up on the control panel there. And if you want to close it all up, it closes up pretty well. Also on the inside, there's a little stuff like a banana being held there, a fire extinguisher, a crowbar in black, which is nice to get, a wrench in that nice flat silver coloring, and some more printed details of some older prints with a 1x2 here, little cash register part, 1x2 tile print, 1x2 tile print, 1x2 double cheese slope prints. But yeah, pretty simple build and everything, but it just comes out with a really nice look that's accurate to the characters with all those curves. And they do use some of those new pieces to get that accuracy. On the outside, there are some features that are the same as Stuart's, with the moving arms that can move up and down, and the hands that can rotate on the miniature ball joint. They each have individual fingers as well. And this nice print of the smiling face there. I like the nice part usage at the top of the head with this black plant piece that's 6-tipped to kind of have that hair done. And he has the same build for the outfit, if you didn't notice before. And the feet have caught a little bit of dust on them. Sorry about that, but this has the same rotating technique and how they get that done. Nothing too different between him and Stuart's build. And I'm going to rebuild Kevin into Bob, which to do that, you just take apart the build for Kevin, and the second half of this instructions is for building Bob. And bag 2 had a lot of leftover pieces that you use specifically for Bob's build, not used in Kevin's build. Finally, with buildable Bob, this design has a very similar exterior to the other 2, so let's not take too close a look at that. There are some differences like this smile here, and that's a different panel. Of course, if you wanted to, you could really put those on whichever one of the minion builds you want. And there's these 2 eyes, just like Kevin's, which uses the same mechanism, where if you twist this, it looks around. And he is the shortest of the three. If you do compare him to Stuart's, he's just a little bit shorter, and he's much shorter than the Kevin build. But either way, for that different interior, there's some weaponry at the front there, a little training dummy as well. Some stickered pieces that are a pain in the butt to put on because they're inside panels. Like, come on, Lego. There's a bust, which is kind of fun. Bob sticker at the top. And to the right and the left, I like these little drawer builds. That's just a more advanced building technique. Not like hard to do, but something that you see more in mocks or D2C sets. Some plant life all around and some bottles and stuff like that. Not too much else to show on the interior here. One thing I found kind of weird is that you can't have Bob standing here if he has the conical hat on. So you got to take off the conical hat and have him standing like that, or if you want, standing this way. But that is it for the builds of this set. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. So this box is that perfect $50 box size, even with that crazy piece count. And at the back, there's some different shots of the set and everything there. Also at the side, I like the little Minions artwork that all of these sets seem to have. It's just a little bit more high effort than some other Lego themes, so I really like the packaging here. There's 2 instructions, which the second one does have an advertisement for some of the other sets. Which is at the back right here. Still want to get these 3, but those are probably not going to release for quite a while. I think they're delayed at this point. And also an ad for this set, which is weird because this is after you're done with the building process. So overall, even if you don't like the Minions, I think a lot of people are already looking at this set and probably going to end up picking it up because that crazy part count where it's 876 pieces for $50. Now, say what you want about price per piece ratio, if it's important or not, but the value of this set is really there. Like, this set could be sold for $80 and I could still see it. I think more people would complain because when you look at those, you don't think $80, but they're so accurate on the exterior, and on the interior, there's enough to play around with and all these little features. I really like how posable these characters are. They put a lot of effort, not only with the accuracy, but also with that posability. And then we have some great pieces in here, whether it be those new parts like the 3x3 tiles, those corner macaroni plates, and some of the pieces for the minifigures that are exclusive to this set, and just those minifigures in general. So I do rate this one an A. I think they did a fantastic job not only making this a great toy, but something collectors will want to get for those different pieces, or mock builders for those different pieces, and they kept the price at an excellent point. So that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.